Alright, so this
Okay,
is UIUC versus University of North Dakota. Playing for UIUC, we have Sick, the Zerg player, against CommanderMoe, the Terran player.
you're supposed to do the intros after the game
Hey
start,
man, hey man.
not before.
Well, I have to say something while the game's loading.
Fine.
So, yeah, ZVT. It's a matchup I'm not too familiar with. He's a Protoss player.
Oh, okay. Um, oh,
Oh, look at this. Bring out the Korean.
wow.
Dude,
Oh,
Jay
did you
is
mean?
Korean after all.
Yeah. Um, so Daybreak, um, yeah. Did they change the textures a little bit? It looks different somehow. I don't know.
It should be a little bit brighter. It's something about the lighting.
I don't remember like there being like the red lines upon the sides of the bases. It it looks pretty cool though.
Yeah. It's just that the minerals are a lot lighter on this map.
I
Or
don't know.
like
It
a
just
bit more vibrant. And then like,
yeah
I don't know, the map just looks kind of cool in general.
yeah. Um. Oh, Anthony's having problems with the stream or something. Okay. So okay.
Oh,
So I guess while they're doing standard builds, we should introduce ourselves. I'm Chair Yeoman, Henry Cow, from the University of Illinois, and I play Protoss. Well, I try to play Protoss, but I
hey
usually
man, you
just
play a
do.
pretty sick Protoss.
Thanks.
And I am Paulo Snero. Um, I play Protoss as well. I don't play Protoss as well as this Cherry Omen guy though. This Cherry Omen guy is just too pro. Can't take him on.
Yeah, sure. And the production guy is um Anthony, who plays Protoss slash Terran, mostly Terran nowadays. And yeah, you have your mic muted, right, on the XSplit thing. So okay.
Oh.
So we see
So,
standard builds coming out from both.
yeah, we see a 1x expand coming from CommanderMoe, and we see standard 16-16-16 from 6, which is pretty interesting. He's going to get speed out as soon as that spawning pool finishes.
Yeah.
And,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. And he's gonna cut completely from the gas, so nothing else from that requires gas gonna be up in the near future.
We see our Terran player here taking double gas.
Double gas off of a one rack expand, okay. That's interesting.
It's probably going to go for a really fast factory, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. So two pairs of links coming out. Gonna probably just take towers with try to do a little bit of poke and try to figure and he's gonna try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, so far he hasn't really seen anything from the Terran. All he sees are two barracks, or two supply depots and a barracks.
A
Also,
little bit
what's
of
this?
chat coming down. It's not saying anything.
Also,
Oh,
please don't cheese me.
okay. Oh boy.
Jay coming on with the jokes here.
Yeah. Watch the Terran just throw down like 7 Raxes And
Yeah, with 2 gases, definitely.
I don't know,
He
man.
uses double gas to go 2-port Banshee or 3-port Banshee off 2 base.
Oh god. It's terrible. 2 lanes scouting around in the top left, making sure there isn't any just stray stuff over there.
Any stray proxies, yeah. He's gonna
2
see
lanes going in, he
the
sees
expansion.
Expo. Probably gonna poke. Oh no, he gets picked off by the bunker. But oh, and 2 starports coming down. So
2 starports. Yep. Looks like he's probably gonna go for 2-port Banshee off this. It's a pretty tough build to hold off, I think.
and I'm gonna assume okay, he lifts both starports, but then decides he only wants to lift one, which I guess makes sense. He's gonna go Reactor Hellion and probably Banshees.
Yeah.
Which is
Hey
interesting.
man, he could try to trip us up. He could be going 2-port Raven.
Because Ravens are really good, right?
Hey man, they are really good. You just lay down auto turrets behind their middle line and
Oh
just
my
wreck 'em.
god. That, oh my god, I don't
That's
even
just
want
how
to think
standard
about
TVZ is nowadays. You just lay down auto turrets everywhere.
that. 6 and Jexoc get kind of sloppy. I'm not sure
Yeah,
why
just
that
a little bit.
a little bit. But it should be fine. A couple Banelings, probably defensive Banelings being walked in. 2 Hellions in the front. They're gonna probably not gonna do that much damage, because if they come up, they're probably gonna get surrounded.
Well, he doesn't really have enough links to surround. Well, they just popped.
And the Balloons are gonna try to come over. Oh no, just kidding. Hellions sitting outside, kind of containing the Zog. He decides not to engage, and just gonna sit his army there. A Banshee coming out, it's not gonna get scout. Did it? No, it.
It's gonna
It's
get
not
seen
gonna
by the
watch that.
Overlord.
Yeah,
See if Jay reacts at all. Well, I don't know how he could react actually because he
it's
doesn't
the one
can't
thing.
really do that much except for move the queen.
Also, it has Cloak already, so that could be a problem.
Banshee's getting a few kills. Has 3 kills so far. The other one's moving in on the natural. 1 kill so far. Other one has 5 kills already. So he's sending all the drones to the same expo so that he only has to build 1 overseer to kill these 2 banshees.
Yeah.
Just pretty smart
And
by
he
him.
does get the Banshee. Like
Yeah, he gets 1 banshee. The other one is still getting a
Means
few kills. It has 8 kills right now.
No, it's not. But the Banshee is gonna
9
get
kills.
taken out. Yeah, 9 drones killed for 2 Banshees. Not the best trade, but it's
Well, the workers kill tab says that there have been 17 workers killed. That's really not too bad. Worker counts right now are 44 to 44, so that puts them on that puts the turn a little bit ahead. It's cool.
Toad's coming down for the Terran player because he did see the spiral with the Banshees. So smart decision by him. There are a couple gaps in his turret defense. There are actually lots of gaps in his turret defense. So you could be able to do something with them. Finally picks up finally chases away the Hellions at the front.
With his mutas.
Mutas.
Seems our Terran player here is going for mech. He's making Thors and Hellions right now.
He's also supply blocked a little bit, and I assume he called down somewhere.
I don't see any. Oh, I see one. One extra supply. Depot.
Yeah, it's at the front. Usually, I think you're supposed to call down in the back, but I mean, it shouldn't really make that much of a difference because if the
It's kind of
So,
covered by the turret, so I think it should be
yeah.
fine. And the Thors are rallied in front of it, so I don't think any mutas are going to get it or anything.
Yeah. Sick looking to take a fourth. Maybe there's a drone over there waiting, but
Yeah, probably.
not
wants
sure
to
he's
take this
gonna.
one.
I mean, the Terran is only on 2 bases right now, so he probably doesn't want to overexpand, but the Terran is taking his third, so when he sees that, he's gonna probably expand. Lots of Thors, lots of Hellions. It's gonna be difficult to handle with the unit composition he has now.
Yep. Actually, he is getting his Roach Warren down, so he will be able to deal with it, like, later on, I guess. When he
Two
decides
spine,
to build more units.
two spine colors in production. Doing the fun, I assume. The the mutas get weakened by the tank. I mean the Thor, but nothing dies. I'm gonna assume that Sick assumes there's an expo there because of how the unit. Oh wait, no, he has a
Huh?
one there.
Oh, are you talking about the third?
Yeah,
Yeah, he had a Zergling there.
Yeah,
He saw it already. The Terran's morphing into
They did get that.
Planetary.
It's probably the best choice. And Sick takes his fourth, which makes sense. 6 Corruptos in production and 2-2 coming. It's moving. So melee level 2 and I think he canceled his air level 2.
Yeah, he wanted to get a greater Spire down. In order to deal with mech, you really need Broodlords, so that's probably why he canceled Flyer Attack 1 or 2.
A couple SCVs could get caught. Oh, he's moving out, but
Yep.
those Corruptos are going to get completely destroyed. I think he's going to try to go for a base race, but
Oh, he's gonna lose those Corruptors for free.
don't want to base race a Terran. That's not the best idea. Those mutas are going to get. They're not being magic box, and they take a ton of damage from the Thors. Though the Terran does have a huge army coming into the third of Sick, not much in production to stop this.
He's definitely not going to stop him from killing the third, but what Jay is probably going to do is he's going to back his Corruptors up and make Broodlords behind the Hive. He's definitely gonna hold it off once he starts pushing towards the main.
7 Broodlords in production, and ooh, oh no.
Well, he doesn't have any anti-air except for the Thors. He has no Vikings coming, so these Broodlords should be able to hold it off.
6 of them pop, and they're gonna start firing away at the Thors. And it looks like the Thors yeah, they're gonna be cleaned up.
Nice.
Mass Transfuse is coming down on the Broodlords.
Blue Flame Hellions are roasting the drones right under the Broodlords. And they get cleaned up.
Those Ravens are just like, what do I do? Those Ravens don't know what to do because they can't
There's not much they can do. I guess they can lay down auto turrets like that.
Yeah.
They probably should have laid down a point defense drone so they could get out.
Yeah, maybe. The auto turrets get cleaned up though. A lot of queens. I guess he made them so that he could heal the Broodlords, which makes sense. So... But meanwhile, the Terran has... Oh, the Zerg is taking the Terran's fourth. So we're gonna see how long it takes the Terran to notice that. Yep. He's also retaking his own third, taking a lot more bases. I don't know if he can get away with this, really. His army isn't that much larger that I think it would be worth it to take the risk.
I think it's worth it. I mean, these extra bases, the Terran has to clear them out like eventually because these are extra production for the Zerg.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have any macro hatches, so he could just use these for that
Yeah.
until he decides to saturate more. Like if you see the Zog's fourth, there's really nothing mining over there. Same for the fifth and sixth bases in the center.
Uh-huh. Jay is getting his second Spire. It's probably for double upgrades actually.
Yeah. Tyrion's moving out, and this time he has a lot of Vikings. Though the Zog does see it with the watchtower, and he should be able to intercept this. If no, the Broodlords are kind of out of position.
Yeah. Riddlers are pretty slow, so I don't think they're gonna get there in time. If he decides to attack the fourth, that is.
Though I think he's gonna get caught up at the fifth or sixth or whatever it is, and he's not really gonna progress too far into the Zog's territory.
This is probably going to be a bad engagement for Terran, actually. There's too many Corruptors for the Vikings, and there's
And a lot
just too
of
many
Queens
Broodlords
which
for the ground
get
army.
Transfuse. A couple really good transfuses coming down. And one Broodlord dies, which, I mean, with that many Vikings, you would expect a lot more to die. So that was actually really well done.
Yeah, well, there's Corruptors out in the field.
Yeah.
Queens are pretty good anti-air, too.
And the Vikings get cleaned up.
Now Jay's breaking the rocks.
I'm gonna, yeah, he does see the Terran's fourth with the watchtower, so you should be able to clean that out really quickly because the Terran doesn't really have much of an army at this
Probably.
point.
Not to mention this Terran is actually making it into an orbital command.
That might have been a misclick. I'm not sure how.
Probably.
Yeah,
But
I don't know what.
I guess the good thing about this is that he can lift off, but now it's just going to be killed by
Corruptors.
Corruptors. Guess not.
So, wow,
So
that takes a long time to die.
Orbital commands are pretty
Does die,
beefy, dude.
Yeah, that's true. The Corruptors get caught by the Vikings, but actually they do decide to engage. It's probably not the best idea, though. He's being really indecisive with the Corruptors. He needs to decide on something. But no, he's too slow. The Corruptors are dying.
I think what he wanted to do was just avoid the Thor attack as well as the Viking attack.
And the Broodlords are gonna get hit pretty hard.
I think he's gonna lose all these Broodlords.
He does have one queen that he can transfuse with. Not sure what. No, it ran out.
This turn is committing pretty heavily to Vikings, so what I'd like to see from Sick, yeah. What I'd like to see from Sick is probably some kind of tech switch, just like go straight Roach from this point, and just roll over the Terran, because he's pretty far ahead of. Actually, no, he's not that far ahead.
He's a lot further ahead in Econ though, so
yeah, he has a lot of drones.
To its advantage. Terran has a fourth again, and it's gonna mule it a lot.
Yep. Standard.
Oh. I always feel like the Terran should have more mules than he actually does, but he does have the one planetary, so can't make mules out of that one.
We could just make extra orbital commands in order to get more mules,
yeah.
You know? And then like sack SCVs to free up supply. But this Terran isn't anywhere near max, so that won't really help him that much.
The Zog has a lot of gas and not really enough minerals to do stuff with it.
Yeah.
Kind of odd.
Well, he could go pure infestor, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think that's that good.
A lot of Vikings coming in.
Yeah.
And the Zerg gets scanned, so he moves away. But the Terran decides not to engage in that direction, and Zerg is probably going to lose his 4.
Yeah, he's gonna lose his base, but there is really not that much mining here. He has like 3 mining bases, right? Or yeah, he could just move all his drones to the 3rd. I think everything should be fine.
Yeah.
But he's not saving his drones. It's kind of
3
important.
Blue Lords, 4 Corruptors in production. Zerg Flyo 3, which is pretty good if you have that many blue. I thought he had more Blue Lords, but I guess not.
No, they all died to the Vikings, remember?
Right, yeah. A lot of Infestos out, which is nice.
Yeah, there's 6 infestors out right now.
Ton of Thors coming in.
Yep. They're heading for the 5th.
Infestos not very good against Thors, but he does take the 5th out, but he didn't take out any drones with it, so it's not that big of a deal at this point.
Jay still has 3 mining bases, which is kind of surprising. The Terran still hasn't scouted that top base, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think Sick has scouted that bottom base, but I think he could probably assume it's there.
Yeah. Ton of Blue Lords, ton of Corruptors, ton of Infestors, and a ton of Queens at the front of the Zerg's natural. It's a pretty scary army.
Yeah.
If you look at the upgrades, the Terran actually has no air upgrades, so those Vikings are probably going to die pretty quickly. Though he needs to not have the Corruptors get splashed by Thors, which...
Yep. And now he's spreading his Brood Lords, that's pretty good.
Infestors need to not get caught, that would be bad.
What Sick needs to do right now is just try to catch those Vikings with his infestors if possible.
Yeah. It's going to be fairly difficult because the Vikings do have a fairly long range.
Yeah.
But Sick can probably do something.
Yeah. These corruptors
Reviews
are...
his roaches, which, I mean, it's not... It doesn't do that much, but they're all...
It's only 6 roaches, dude.
I don't know. Well, he knows he can make the tech switch at some point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And he's starting to bank resources, so he should be able to do it sometime soon. And the Terran decides to push out at this time.
Blue Lords are getting splashed on.
These corruptors are sitting there doing nothing to the Vikings, and they decide to join the fight. They clump up and they all die to the freaking Thors.
Ouch.
That's pretty bad. I think the Brood Lords are gonna clean up
slowly though.
Yeah.
He needs to actually start transfusing with the Queens like he was before, but I don't think it's gonna be enough even if he does.
No, he's going to clean up the Thors. The Vikings are still gonna be there.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I think what he should be doing right now is just remaxing.
And he's getting Corruptors. He needs to fungal. He could have fungled them with the last Infestor and probably done a ton of damage.
He did fungal the Vikings, but he didn't move his corruptors in time in order to kill them.
No, but like at the end after the Thors died, he could have fungled them, I think.
I guess. I didn't see any. Oh, there was one.
Yeah. Ton of Corruptors coming out, so I guess he's just going to remax on the same tech. He thinks that the tech path does still work, and it was just a bad engagement, or he would have just won, which is probably true. More Vikings and a Helen coming out. Tyrion finally getting +1 for his Vikings, so yeah. After making that many Vikings, you probably should have upgraded them, but...
Possibly.
The Terran has found the Zergs. hidden base finally, but
Yep.
at the cost of a floor maybe? No.
No,
He,
he's
he
not
got
getting that far.
he got splashed pretty hard. It was yeah. The drones are not being sent to another base, so they're gonna return and probably get hit if he sees it.
So
But
here at the bottom base, we see some Hellions coming up. Yeah, they're moving in. They're about to kill a bunch of drones, I think. They're all blue flame Hellions right now, by the way. And he just roasted all the drones at that base.
drones die. The
It's a big
Hellions
move
do
by
get
the
hot
turn.
though, so a couple of them are gonna get hit, but it's not gonna do that much damage. A ton of drones were in production, so
Yeah, he's just gonna re-drone to
They'll sing off.
resaturate that base.
A couple drones at the bottom aren't mining, so it's a little bit of a mistake, but
I guess.
yeah.
And he's just gonna run his Hellions in again.
Oh my god. I don't think he's gonna get all the drones this time because he is a little bit more ready, but actually I don't know. He could.
Yeah, he's
No.
starting to head towards the third. He's probably gonna roast all the drones here too. Yep.
Oh my god. If we look at the units kill tab, 97 drones killed.
Oh shit.
But a lot of the Hellions,
Hellions get fungled right there, and the Broodlords are allowed to, or that lets the Broodlords just hit them. But the Hellions there's still like 10 Hellions left in his base. They're going up into the main, but they're not really doing that much because there's no drones there, and he just killed an Infestor. That sucks.
wow.
Yeah, this is what sucks about Broodlord Corruptor and Infestor. Zerg loses his mobility, so he can't deal with these Hellions on like multiple bases as well.
Oh my god, all those Hellions so red.
Yeah. They're running by the third again, and they just kill all the drones there again.
The Roach not doing it. My god. He needs to maybe spread his blue loads a little bit, but no, that still wouldn't help him that much. The Terran's army is coming through. The Corruptors get splashed on again by all the Thors.
Yeah, but at least they're not getting all killed in one shot again.
Yeah.
Um,
The blue loads are able to do a decent amount of damage. The Corruptor's still falling. I'm pretty sure the Vikings are still gonna win this.
yeah.
No fungos left. That's a problem. And all of the blue lords are gonna die.
Oh, and Sick
GG's
calls
out.
it GG.
Ooh. No, no. I felt he was winning until he got all of his drones killed by Hellions. His control just kind of slipped after a certain point.
But see, the thing is, he let the Terran take that, what was it, fifth base? That fifth base that was center bottom,
Yeah,
and that let the Terran basically get like more armies up and let him throw more stuff at him.
but it wasn't that Terran actually had 5 bases because he did deny the fourth a ton of times. So there was that.
Yeah, but once it got up, then he really couldn't. It was really hard to stop the Terran, and yeah.
Because Terran just parked his army in front of there, so it's like, well, you can't really you can't attack into that.